So I'm Dominic Ribic from CAD Global. Uh, we are a company that sells software for drafting in construction and mechanical engineering, focusing on the research and sales of alternative solutions for such software like Autodesk. We all know that our Autodesk pricings are out of hand, a little too expensive for the regular folk. So we are trying to find solutions for you. Since today we are talking about the AEC tool, could you please write in the chat how many of you have used or heard about this tool in progeCAD? Or maybe how many of you are using progeCAD right now? Just write yes or no in the chat. Thank you, Tabo. So no, I used progeCAD. Okay. Okay, so this is our sixth webinar. Once again, I'm Dominic, a BIM advisor at CAD Global. Today we will discuss the AEC tool in progeCAD and how it will help you with speeding up your drafting. This webinar may be oriented towards designers or architects. So if you're a mechanical engineer or something like that, stay put. During this webinar, feel free to ask me any questions you may have about progeCAD or its features we're using. So let's get started with what's the AEC tool actually. The AEC tool is a tool that you get in progeCAD for free. Is a design to simplify the modeling process of building elements such as walls, doors, windows, stairs, and fences. Its main advantage is the automation and the acceleration of drafting complex objects. So mainly 3D building. If you ever drafted in BIM programs like Revit or such, you will know what we are talking about. So we can draw walls, doors, and such elements. You can also manage them in the style manager, import specified some in AEC family, and also immediately cross different floors with ease. So let's see that in progeCAD. Let's start a new drafting. So when you start a new drawing, the AEC tools, if you have a version 225, will be right up here. And now across the versions, AEC tools did update a little bit, so maybe some of my tools will not work exactly if you have a older version of progeCAD. It's very simple to use, so let's start with the AEC Styles Manager. Here you can select your metric style. So let's or imperial metric. So let's select metric because we're in metric here. Now we can select any of the elements we want and we can edit them. Like if you want to do stairs, you can simply select the height, the slope of the stairs, some stringers, maybe some other components to the stairs, landings, even select materials on them. This will all come in handy when you do like sections or such. You can also select how much detailed you want to see them, or maybe some other color. And that is actually for every other element here that we have. Curtain walls are basically like glass walls or storefront walls. But every element you see here, you can edit them. You can add some new elements right here. You can duplicate them. You can customize them by your own choice. So when you created and chosen all your elements you want, I'm gonna show even for the walls. You can see here, we have some standard walls here. And every single of these walls contains components and materials inside. We can also add more materials inside this wall that will be shown like a hatch if we create a section. Let's maybe no, let's, as you can see, other walls look a little bit differently. Now we cannot see the hatch here, but when you draw the wall you can see the hatch perfectly. Okay, so let's start with the walls. Over here you can select any of these standard walls that we have created in the AEC styles. Let's click on wall for now. And now what we can do is just draw it. The units are the scale is 1 by 1. So if we draw it like this, it auto connects. So you no need to draw different lines and connect them and trim them. You can also do it like this if you have some problems drawing the wall. If you turn on the ortho and draw walls, it will be on an X and a Y axis locked in. Now what if we want to do doors or curtain walls? Let's just draw some so we can see it's like storefront walls, like windowed walls. Doors, you can also select any single kind of these doors. Click on the wall you want them, add them to, and just click on the placing you want. Let's create a longer wall for this one, like this. Okay, click on doors, click on the wall, and now just select the size. You can rotate this door afterwards, like if you want to put it here, it's better to put this side next to the wall, so like this. It is also for Windows, so you can yeah, also the same for Windows, so you can just do this, and you can specify the windows also in the style manager, and also Windows have some other types. Now for the windows you can also extend them, like if you want a longer window here, you can also auto extend them. Now how do we turn this into 3D? You just simply look in the 3D and you will see that it already is in 3D. So all of these tools draw automatically in 3D. We can even turn on like realistic mode and see it a little bit better. So these tools draw in 3D. You don't have to like raise something, design something in 3D. You can just do it like this. Now for furniture you have to design it by your own, but for the architectural models like this you can just draw it. Okay, it's the same thing for roofs. And we're gonna look here at the levels manager for now. We have floor number 1, but we can insert more floors. Like let's insert floor number 2. Okay. Here you can edit the wall heights, floor heights, offsets of the floor. Like if you have a slab beneath them, you can edit them here. And now let's select floor number 2, and let's select again walls. And let's draw a little bit to the side so we can see the difference in the height, like this. Now if we go into 3D, you see that this wall is shown upper. It's on the second floor automatically, so you don't have to like raise something, move something. It's automatically there. This works and also for lower walls and such. You can turn them off and on, like they are layers, so you can work on one specific floor at a time. Also, this section here is quite interesting. We can do like views or elevation lines. If we choose this tool and click on yes, insert it here, like we can see the view of this part of a building that we created. Now we can also create section lines. Let's create it like this, maybe like this. So the section lines do not need to be like standard. You see that I made a line to the left through the wall, then to the left, then through these walls, and it works perfectly. So you can even do sections, and if you delete a section, you can also bring it back with clicking on this generate to the section, then select the section you want, enter, choose do you want hidden lines or not. Let's say just yes for now, and there you go. The section is recreated. You can also regenerate them if you draw something else on the floor plan. So it's quite easy. You don't have to draw multiple views, multiple sections, multiple stuff. You just pull a line, click OK. There you go. That's basically it. And you can also create different floor plans with this generate to the elevation. Just select a square you want and click on the side, and it will generate the floor plan based on your height. on your current height. So that was the AEC tools for progeCAD. They are quite interesting, quite fast. We didn't go through few of those like stairs. Stairs are basically attached to the floor levels here, so you can edit them like this. Or windows, if you want like change styles, just click on a window and select another style that you want, like pass through window without glass, or like a picture framed window, whatever you want. It's the same for doors, it's the same for stairs. You can edit them all you want. So do we have any questions maybe? Anything else you want me to show you? I'm gonna show you also the roofs. They are quite simple. You just select the ending borders like this, and it will automatically create a roof for you. Okay, I clicked escape on accident. Let's just click this again. Okay, and this enter. Okay, you see it created a roof. Now it placed it on a level 2 because we were on level 2. But you can also edit the slope of the roof, let's say 30, and it will lower the slope. It's it's an easy and quite useful tool for architects. So, do you have any questions for me? This tool is also free for progeCAD, so you can try it right now. Okay, so for the conclusion, we've seen how AEC tools work and can help you in your workflow. It can speed up and insert precision. You can also insert like PDFs or image files beneath and just draw on them. You can take a photo by your phone and then insert it into progeCAD and just draw on top of that photo. You don't need to have any drafting views prepared before this. You can try them right now, as I said, in your progeCAD. If you have an older version of progeCAD, maybe some tools are a little bit different. This 2025 version really improved on these tools and made them part of progeCAD. Here are our contact also information. If you go to cadforafrica.co.za, you can find also our information about more information about contact. Here's also our mail. You can contact us over mail or WhatsApp. You can find the WhatsApp link over there also. Any question you have about progeCAD or any other tool you see on our page, or even if you don't see them, ask a question. We will look around. We will see what we can find for you. Even for renderings, 3D BIM, no problems. So if that was all, if none of you have any questions, we will just wait a few moments to see if any of you have any questions. Okay, so thank you all for participating and feel free to ask questions for contact or further information. Thank you all once again, and I hope I'll see you next time, next week, also the same day. You all been great, so thank you and bye.